Let's talk about laughter and how humour helps us cope with loss, and the worry people have about it. Usually, when I'm sat down with a family, even in the deepest despair of tears and grief, something will happen, something small, that will cause them to start laughing, like real belly laughs sometimes, and go off on one in a completely different way. Usually because it's something that reminds them of something quirky that their person used to do. And then they'll stop and they'll perhaps feel guilty because they were laughing. And they'll think it's wrong to laugh. But it's not wrong. Laughter is one of the most human responses we have to grief and to coping with things. Humour gives us permission to take a breath, to breathe again when everything feels like really overwhelming and tight and and oppressive. It reminds us that love doesn't disappear just because someone's died, and neither does the joy that our person brought into our lives. Often the stories families cherish most are the ridiculous ones, the misadventures, the quirks, the moments that made their person unmistakable. I remember one story, a lady, she always had a toffee she was sucking, and she'd always be sucking a Werther's Merriment. And one day she woke up and she looked down and there was one stuck on her jumper, and she peeled it off her jumper, popped it back in her mouth. That was the story that made everyone laugh. So when we were at the crematorium, I handed out Merrymints to everybody. Not Merrymints, Werther's Originals as it was. It doesn't matter, but the point was, and it just lightened the moment. It didn't take away from the grief and the loss, but it brought a smile and a laugh to everyone. Humour doesn't cancel out the grief. It sits alongside it. It connects us to our people. A small patch of light in a very dark room. If you're grieving right now, I hope you give yourself permission to smile at the memories that make your chest and your heart ache and lift you just a little. Those moments aren't disrespectful. They're a reminder that your love story with that person didn't end. It's part of their legacy. It's simply a good way of remembering them and their legacy. And if you're supporting someone who's grieving, remember it's okay to share a funny story. It might be the thing that helps them exhale for the first time that day. Love holds us.